When I first started using Fujifilm gear professionally and I wanted to use TTL flash, well, my first solution was this Nissin i40, and the views went crazy, and that helped me actually to understand what people wanted to hear me waffle about. It was just enough for me for those wedding dances. But yeah, it was a bit slow, and over time, of course, I replaced it with this Godox V860-2F, which is just a powerful beast, and it's, give or take its few little flaws, it's my #1 flash for the Fujifilm system. But the first Godox flash to really catch my eye was this cheap little number, the TT350F, which you could say arguably was the competitor to the Nissin i40. Well, once it hit the markets, because of course the Nissin i40 really was the first one that did it for me. But this is where Godox really first started making some noise, at least to me. I thought it's only fair that I show you what's now my little baby, the TT350F, and of course in another video I'll show you the other part of the family. Simple packaging as you'd expect, decent from Godox to be honest, and on the side you got a little rundown of the stats, and for fear of being accused of just listing off stats for the whole video, some people think that, but that's usually just a small percentage of the whole video. GN of 36, so similar to the i40, not particularly powerful, but it does have TTL and HSS 18000 recycle with the right batteries, 0.1 to 2.2 seconds, 2.4 gigahertz, so works well with the trigger from Godox. All the other little bits and pieces that you'd expect, and a few surprising treats considering this is £69 on Amazon at the moment. I imagine if you live in America or Australia, works out a lot cheaper for you. I don't know, I haven't looked. A warranty card typically, an instruction manual, and I also got a few little bits and pieces, some diffusers, there's some filter kit business. First thing that I'd like to just whinge about is no belt loop on there, but I don't know, it would have been nice actually. They put a nice little finish on that side. Definitely belt loop people. Godox, when will you learn? Right, we've got a little diffuser there. They've not forgotten the stand. It is a dinky little thing. Actually, it's dead slim, and I'll show you in a moment. It fits real nice on top of the camera itself. As you see, if you pop open this side, it takes 2 AA's. Now we've just got my cheapo ready cells, so let's just pop those in first of all. You'll notice there's a little USB port there for firmware updates. Very discreet actually, tidy. The head goes 270, which is great because I tend to bounce flash and never shoot forwards unless it's some tiny little bit of fill outdoors, and frankly this thing isn't that powerful to overpower the sun or anything, but I like me bounce flash, so I've got to turn all the way that way to get there. If I want to go the other way around, I've got to go to there and then just flick the camera around and I've got it. So that's nice, and it's quite solid. The little steps that it gives you are decent. Actually, it moves a lot better, arguably, than my #1 flash, the V860, which is a little bit too stiff, but maybe that will improve over time. On the back, the menu illuminates a very bizarre orange color, which I guess goes along with the Godox branding, but whatever. Some people hate that. I'm not bothered. You've got the mode there to go from TTL, manual and multi. You've got your zooms there. Of course, once you attach it to the camera, it will sort that out for you. You've got your sync modes and your slave modes once you're in the right little section there. You can easily test it. This thing has the features that you're probably going to need in a dinky little flash. It's got overheat protection, but I haven't really pushed it to that. You've got 22 steps of power output if you're shooting in manual, for example. It can be used on the Pro 2, T20, T2, T1, Pro 1, T10, etc. Very similar to a lot of the Godox gear now, but check online as always. Let's just throw this on a camera so you can see how it is for size. Fits well, balanced, not a problem, not particularly comical. I mean, if I threw on the V860 that I usually use, although I use it with the T2 more than anything, then it does look quite comical. And the Fuji numbers also pretty big. They haven't quite worked out how to get the power into a decent sized flash that fits the mirrorless system just yet. But remember, this is a lower powered flash, and one of the beauties about it is the fact that it doesn't use that much battery power at all. But check this out. I just want you to see how decent this thing is with pretty standard batteries, no any loops and all that business, but it's in continuous height. Let's see how many shots we get. I haven't even metered this at all, but let's just see. To all intents and purposes, it seems to just keep going. No, there you go. It's stopped, it's having a think, it's getting itself ready, and it's ready again. That's absolutely decent. Look at that, it's going along, and it didn't feel like that many shots, but it doesn't seem as slow as you might expect. Hands down, this thing is better than the i40. It uses the power very well. For the little bit of power that it does have, it will definitely get you out of a fix, and it fits well, works well, and it syncs nicely with the Godox range, at least the latest gear that you're probably most likely to be using at the moment. I don't think you're going to have a huge problem with that at all. Of course, it's my B flash, it's my backup flash, which will go with me to weddings, but it won't be the one that I'll carry on my hip, especially as Godox refused to put a belt loop on the thing. It just does what it's supposed to, and it's £69, and you can probably even fit it in your top pocket if you get really desperate. There you go, top pocket. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think about this top pocket little flash, or if you've got any other recommendations, leave a comment below. Oh, and don't forget to check out my other Godox videos. I think you can tell that I've got a new favourite when it comes to flashes. What was that?